Bit hot today, avoiding the hot weather. I wanted to show you that while we were Christmas shopping in Big W, I found this. It's a touring atlas. It was only $15. So I got it to start marking all the places that we'll be going to. So whenever I find places that I like, I've been highlighting them on the map and putting little post-it notes of things that we want to see and do, things we don't want to miss, things we've been recommended. So I started off in Queensland because I think we're going to go north first. Yeah, I think we'll get another one to mark where we've actually been, like a journal to show and to remember the path we took and where we went and what we've done. But I thought we'd get one to start with, at least to just plan and make notes and to be able to write all over. We don't care, it's only $15. And I just like the scale as well, so that when you get to capital cities and more populated places like in Queensland, for instance, Noosa and the Sunshine Coast and the Gold Coast, they're all in a better scale so you can see more detail. And then once you get to more outbacky or rural or less populated places, the scale that's a bit smaller, I guess. So yeah, I thought that was a really good tip that I wanted to show everybody, and that was one of our weeks. I pretty much spent the whole week ignoring the children and just planning every minute that I could. And yeah, this is our big map as well, so we've got that as well that we've been marking everything on. But just in this map, in the touring atlas, we've been able to just start putting more detail in, so that's been really handy. And at Oscar's work, they have like a reuse shop, so when things come in to his work, they can sell it again. And this is an old map, so we wouldn't probably rely on this for our roads and figuring out where we are, but it's really cool because it's got all the little numbers actually correlate to another page. And on that page, it tells you what there is in terms of camping, whether it's self-contained. It's kind of like an old school version of Wikicamps, like a paper version. So I wonder if they have an updated version of this, because it is actually really good. I don't think it's as good as the touring atlas that Greg Larice have in terms of scale, but it is good for us to just get rough ideas and to know where the campsites are. They might not be up to date, obviously. I think this is published 2015, so it will be a bit outdated, but still really good to have. So I want to show you those. The other thing we've been doing was we sat down and had a chat about our weights, because I had a bit of a, oh shit moment. So we've done a suspension upgrade on the car, and I'm nearly 100% sure that when we spoke to Toyota and we purchased the car, we told the sales rep that we wanted a GVM upgrade. It's not happening. We've been told that it got registered already and it will go to the factory at Load Rail in Newcastle to get the suspension upgrade. So it's been done after registration, which means it hasn't had a GVM upgrade. which is fine. We don't really need it once we had a look at our weights, but it just kind of threw me off guard for a minute because it's been a red hot minute since we actually looked at our weights and things like that, because the decisions we made obviously when we were researching cars and when we were looking at the caravans, we did all that research this Feb, and you know, that's nearly a year ago. So I just kind of had to get my head around our weights again, what our GVM was, our GCM, what the caravan weighed, what our payload would be, because I just got really confused and kind of just forgot about all of that. So Oscar and I sat down and did that as well, so that was really good. The caravan's tail weight is 2,680 kilos. The ATM is 3,500. Our car's GVM is 3,060 and the GCM is 6,560, which means we have 820 for our payload. So like once we looked at that and the caravan again, it made sense. We've got 820 to play with. So that was good. I kind of calmed down after I knew that, because yeah, for a minute I was like, oh, are we gonna have enough payload? And I remember thinking about it and planning it and doing it all, but I think once we were like, yep, we've got enough, it just, that information exited my brain and I didn't have to think about it or remember it anymore. So yeah, good to know. I think I had a couple look at some YouTube videos again and some more research. I think we might weigh all the boxes that we have so we know how much weight so far we're planning on taking, because the boxes that are up there plus our clothes, the kids' scooters or bikes, we're not sure which one yet, and a couple of things like that that aren't packed away will come with us. But those boxes are pretty much everything we're taking, like the barbecues up there, the tools, the linen, you know, the rug that I'm going to put in there. It's all in boxes. So what I'm saying is I want to weigh it, see what that comes to, because that will be really interesting. Factor in food on top of that, obviously the water on top of that, and just see roughly where we think we'll be sitting. I just think it'll be an interesting exercise to do, and to help me look forward to the caravan coming, because we still don't have a date for that yet. So yes, that is what I think we might do, and just yeah, prep for when it eventually comes. Oscar and I on the weekend went through the list of things that we still need. So one of the big things is recovery gear. So we need like the snap straps, snatch block, extension straps, a shackle, gloves, those kinds of things. I have no idea about four-wheel driving and recovery gear, so that's what I've been told we need. We also need some jerry cans. We need the shade annex for the car. We really want the 270 awning, but it's just so expensive. I don't know if we can justify paying that much to start with. So I think we're just gonna get a normal pull-out awning like we used to have on our old teardrop and car. The other things we're looking at are obviously max tracks, a compressor, tire deflator, shovel. We need a UHF radio, tire puncture kit, ratchet straps. We've got some, but we need new ones. We just want to make sure the car comes with jumper cables, and if it doesn't, organize that. And maybe, I don't know if we need like a battery pack to obviously use with the jumper cables when we're out bush. I don't know, jumper cables. And we went through all of Oscar's tools and drill bits and things like that and thinking about what we needed. So yeah, this week we just kind of wanted to make sure we obviously have what we need for when we want to take off, but also that our budget is factoring those things in as well. So yeah, this is Trip in a Van's packing list, and we literally just went through and ticked off things that we needed or didn't need, or that we had, and just question some of the stuff too. Like obviously this is a very comprehensive list. You don't need everything on their packing list. They've even got like grocery lists on here, like it's very comprehensive. and some things we just won't need, like a billy kettle, for instance. Yeah, I mean, they've got clothes on here too, recommendations for how much to pack, because I think that's something people struggle with. So that'll be interesting to see what we have compared to that. And obviously we're going to try and chase the warm weather for a while, so we might bring some cold weather clothes, but just put them in those suctiony vacuum seal things to take up less room. So yes, that's what we did for this week to get closer to being on the road. Updating you guys on the car situation. So I think the last we updated everybody, they said that hopefully November production, but most likely January. So that's ended up being exactly what happened, but they found some extra cars or something like that, and because I was literally hassling them every 2 weeks asking what was happening, have they got an updated list, is our car in production yet, they allocated one of those cars to us. So we actually were hoping to get it the week before Christmas. They called me early December and said, yes, you can have it. You can have it without all the accessories on it. In the background, that's the kids, sorry. Without all the accessories on it, and you can pick it up the week before Christmas. So I was going to surprise Oscar, but then they ended up calling and saying, actually no, it's stuck in a dock somewhere. So it's been one thing after the other with this bloody car, but we can pick it up in early January. So that's the plan. It'll be here in January. It'll be here before our van, which was our biggest thing, having the van here and not having a car to tow it. We even started looking at second-hand options, but Oscar was like, calm down, it'll be fine, it'll arrive, and it has. So, well, it will. It'll be here early January. So fingers crossed there's no delays. Fingers crossed they actually get it and there's nothing delayed with the parts that they're installing and all those kinds of things, which, let's be honest, there probably will be. But we will have a car in January.